Welcome to Real Life Investing. This is Al getting in contact with you guys today. Going to talk to you about some Aerodrome. Let's just go ahead and walk right into it. As far as looks like Aerodrome is number 87 in market cap right now. Today it is up, 3.75% on the 1 day. Let's take a look at the 7 day. Aerodrome is pretty much breaking even. So pretty much up 0%, just staying even for 7 days. The 1 month, it is up though. It is up 56% over the month. So that's really good. And for the year, it is up slightly at 17%. So a lot of good positive news on Aerodrome. We want to keep that in mind. And we want to make sure that we are, how can I say, preparing ourselves for what I feel is going to be a nice, huge multiplier concerning Aerodrome. And if you like what you see today, we just ask you to like and subscribe to the channel. Also, we want to remind you that nothing that we say is financial advice, but that's okay because we just enjoy talking about these cryptos. So Aerodrome, we're looking at this. The market cap is well below $1 billion. So we're at 691 million. That's pretty good, actually. So that means we got a lot of room to grow. So let's take a look at some things here. I got to be honest with you. I would be really surprised if this thing doesn't make it to $10 before the bull run is over. So just a heads up, $5 to $10 would be automatic, in my opinion, because there's so much positive information coming out. And so let's just keep that in mind as we look at Aerodrome as well today. All right, so a little bit of information in the crypto world, talking about some Ethereum at 2,400. Bitcoin is going to be 1,000. No, I'm not. Well, I wish. Yeah, that was back in the day, right? 107,000. So just a little bit of a heads up on that. The fear and greed is at 52. Not bad at all. So we're going to keep that in mind. Market cap is at 3.31 trillion. Now let's go ahead and look at some Bitcoin dominance, 64%, and we got Ethereum at 9.1%. So guys, the reason why we look at these is kind of just to give us a heads up on what we're dealing with. I really feel that we got a ways to go, probably some months before we actually see a lot of liquidity. Also, the fact that we have not had an interest rate cut means a lot. That means that we still have a lot of room to run. But once we get some extra liquidity from maybe like an interest rate cut or something of that nature, we're going to be more likely to see more movement in the market. For now, this is the best time to get positioned. So if you feel like you don't have enough of a specific coin, this is your best opportunity to go ahead and looking at that, I would say. So let's just go ahead and look a little bit. This is going to be the X Twitter site talking about Aerodrome here. This is just something I'm going to read real quick. We're going to keep it moving. It says DEX integration is coming to Coinbase. Once it's rolled out, you'll be able to trade base assets directly on the Coinbase app. So this just to give you a heads up on what's happening. So, and Aerodrome is basically intertwined with Coinbase on this. So once this particular event happens, and you'll be able to trade base assets directly on Coinbase app. Sky's the limit. A lot of great things going to be happening. So it's best to plug in now. Even if we get some negative news on Aerodrome, that would be, I mean, for the majority of people, when you see negative news and prices go down, you're like, oh my God. But for us investors, that's a good thing. We want to buy in the red. Now, to be honest with you, Aerodrome under $1 is still a good price to buy. The only thing about it is hovering at approximately 70 something, 80 something cents. So if we get some bad news and things go down, automatically I would be scooping the heck out of this thing. So let me see what the price is right now. Yeah, the price is like 80 something. Let's say this thing went to 60 something. Even if it went to 68, 69, I would be like, really into that one. So the only thing about it is we're just trying to get our, our profits up as much as we possibly can. And the lower we buy, the better our profits could definitely going to be. So we already know that. Let's look a little bit further with some more good news. And this is from crypto.news. So This is from Crispus Nayaga, I think. I'm not going to mess his name up any further. Probably a real smart guy. I don't want to be too insulting. Now, Aero price breaks key resistance as futures open interest hits all-time high. So just to give you a heads up on this, people are really taking note of Aero. Aerodrome finances token continue to strong bullish momentum as network activity and market share surge, of course. So we are seeing that Aerodrome is rising, and so a lot of peak interest on it. What can we say? Let's see. Last 24 hours, Aerodrome captured the top pool on Base, generating almost twice as much volume as the top pool on Ethereum mainnet, with only half the TVL. Liquidity works smarter on Aerodrome. So get your thoughts on this one. So this is definitely working with a liquidity pool there. Aerodrome is looking pretty exciting. Now, let's go ahead and look at a little bit more information here as well. Let's see. Aerodrome, DeFi, crypto defies gravity after major JPMorgan move. So you can't go any bigger than JPMorgan, which is the largest bank in America, of course, right? JPMorgan Chase is like, gigantic. So okay, let's see. JPMorgan could boost DeFi tokens. So let me see if I got a little bit more information on this. So see if I can give you this. Yeah, let's read this part. Confidence in Aero remains high, boasted by recent integrations, positioning it amongst the best cryptos to buy. So right here, June 18th, JPMorgan announced the launch of its USD denominated deposit token, JPMD, on Base via its blockchain division. So what this actually does, it allows JPMorgan to use their token as a stable coin per se on the Base network. And so it's almost like making a digital deposit. So it's pretty cool that these guys are working together like that. And this move endorses Base as a preferred platform for institutions, providing a major tailwind for Aero. So this is happening, and it happened a few days ago. But just to give you guys a heads up on what's going on in the markets, Aero's definitely going to be moving forward. And I don't know if I said this already. I think I did, but one of the things I will say about Aero, I will be shocked if it doesn't reach $10 to $15 at some point. But at the same time, we're just waiting for that liquidity to come in the markets. We're waiting for that the interest rates to drop. And even if it's just a little bit of a drop, listen, I know right now, in my personal opinion, the way I'm seeing things, the way that we have concerns about inflation, I am not really in a hurry to see interest rates drop, but I'm just trying to give you a little bit of a heads up when you might see the markets, especially the crypto markets, really blast off. So also, I went ahead and did a little bit of research. Most likely, we're going to see a lot of movement in the fall, not now in the summer, but in the fall. It's a very, very, very strong possibility, September and November especially, that you're going to see some really good moves, some really big moves. So if you can hold on to your shirt until then, and just like I would say, DCA, try to keep your averages low, and don't try to ape anything. But right now, Aerodrome is at a great price, even for those of you who never purchased Aerodrome before. Anything below $1 is gold. This is Al with Real Life Investing. Looking forward to Aerodrome and looking to make a nice profit sometime soon with this one. Remember, be patient and not financial advice. All right. Bye. Please share, like, comment, and subscribe to Real Life Investing.
and thank you for watching.